Hello, my name is Roni and welcome to my channel. This is my first time posting on YouTube and the reason I'm doing this is because I recently got back into anime figure collecting. And to be honest, it's become such a huge part of my life and it's taking such a huge part of my wallet that I decided that my anime waifus can't stay hidden in my cabinets forever. They need to be shared with the world. So this is going to be a channel about collecting anime games. I don't know, I'll see where it takes me. I used to collect figures about 5 years ago, but I stopped because collecting is a very expensive hobby. And I have many other expensive hobbies that I didn't want to stop doing. So anime figures had to go. But the last few months, figure collecting started calling to me again, and I gave in. Because of COVID, I haven't been traveling for over 2 years, so I had a lot of money saved up. And I used $200 on anime figures. Who doesn't want to spend their money, you know? And I spent them on anime figures, which probably isn't the best thing to invest your money in. But I don't regret anything at all because I am very happy with my purchases. This video is going to be in 2 parts. First part is going to be almost all scale figures and the other part will be price figures. The price figures I've actually won from crane games like Toreba and Tokyo Catch. And I'll be talking a bit about that in part 2. We have almost 30 figures to go through, so let's not waste any more time and get started with the unboxings. The first figure we're going to unbox is this Senjogara Hitagi figure from the Monogatari series. It's a 1/8 scale by Kotobukiya and she's one of my favorite anime characters. Here she is in the blister packaging. I bought this figure pre-owned. It's actually a figure made in 2010. But so far she looks really amazing, so let's just open her up. And here she is. Since this is a figure from 2010, the clear plastic has yellowed a tiny bit, but other than that you can't see that she's pre-owned at all. Her hair is so dynamic, it really makes this figure stand out. The retail price for her in 2010 was 7,000 yen and I paid 6,000 yen for her pre-owned on Mercari. Next up we have this Haruhi Suzumiya figure from the anime The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya. She's a 1/7 scale Gothic Lolita version and the figure is made by Griffon Enterprises. Let's open her up. Here she is in the blister packaging. So here she is. As I said before, this is the Gothic Lolita version. This figure was made in 2008. So she's quite old, but I can't see any marks on her at all, except for some dust on her dress, which is to be expected. Her retail price was 7,500 yen, but I paid 6,000 yen for her from a local seller. Here we have the 1/6 scale Rei Ayanami figure by Kotobukiya. This is my first 1/6 scale actually, so I'm really excited to unbox her. So let's just open her up. Here she is in the blister packaging. Here she is. She's standing on this beautiful Eva unit base. Her plug suit looks amazingly shiny and matte at the same time. Her face sculpt is absolutely beautiful. It really looks like the in anime Rei. And she's really big. I didn't know that 1/6 scales were this big actually. Her head is massive. She was released in 2020 for 12,800 yen, but I bought her pre-owned from Solaris Japan for 11,000 yen. I've actually pre-ordered the white plug suit Asuka figure to match her, which will be released in February, I think. So I'm really excited for that as well. While we are on the topic of Evangelion, I also bought these two Asuka and Rei figures. They are the Rhodey price figure versions. I bought Rei locally, quite cheap, so I had to have the matching Asuka, which turned out to be quite hard to find because they are pretty old and not very popular price figures. So I searched everywhere and at last I found her on eBay for, I don't know, $60 or something, which is really overpriced, but I needed the pair. See? You have to have both. This Asuka figure, which is a price figure by Sega, was also bought locally. She came without a box as well. I don't think boxes on price figures are as important as boxes on scale figures. I bought her on a local online marketplace for 3,900 yen, which is kinda overpriced, but anything connected to weeb culture is crazy expensive here. Last up in this mini Evangelion haul, we have this Asuka Langley figure, Spear of Longinus version. This is also a price figure, but I had to buy her because of the spear and her super cute facial expression. So let's just open her up. Here's the spear, tiny, large fork. I actually have this spear tattooed on my thumb. Yeah, not the best angle, but so I just stick it in there. And there she is. She's actually better than I expected. Her facial expression is so cute. I bought her new on Solaris Japan for 3,500 yen. But to be honest, I'd probably pay double the price for her because she's just that cute. The sculpt is great, and for a price figure, this is really nice quality. Moving on to these pop-up parade figures of Vanilla and Chocola from the visual novel and anime Nekopara. Pop Up Parade are made by Good Smile Company and it's their most affordable line of figures. They aren't scales, they are quite small, but so far the quality seems really good, so let's just open them up and see. Here is Vanilla. Here she is with her blue little base. And you just pop the pegs right in. And there she is in all of her cuteness. The little blush and the highlights under her eyes and then pose is so cute. I absolutely love Vanilla. So let's open her sister as well. She is pink base on her. Popping her in. And there she is. Super happy as true to her character. The faces on these figures are absolutely super cute. They are very true to their characters in their poses and expressions. I have also pre-ordered Coconut, which is my favorite Nekopara girl, and I have Cinnamon waiting for me as a Christmas present. Now we have these Kill la Kill figures of Satsuki, Kiririn and Ryoko Matoi. These are prize figures made by Sega. They are quite old, so the retail price is kind of high, but I was lucky enough to find them locally without the box, sadly, but they are in great condition. And these figures were made in 2014, so I don't blame the previous owner for throwing away the boxes at all. I paid 13,000 yen for both, but they sell for 10,000 yen per figure on my figure collection, which is kind of crazy. Kill la Kill figures, they really skyrocket in price, no matter if they are scales or prize figures. So I'm super happy to be the new owner of these two beautiful figures. Next up, we have this figure of Kasuga no Sora from the anime Yosuga no Sora. If you watch this anime, you are a total degenerate like me, or you hate it. There's no in between. I love the anime, therefore total degenerate. And I love the characters, the art style, everything about it actually. So I'm looking forward to buying more Sora figures in the future. Blister packaging, base under here, chair back there, figure in the middle. Here we have the base and the chair. Just, no, this way, that way. And she actually came with instructions on how to put her butt on the chair. So, chair, figure, perfect. Without reading the instructions. This figure is so beautiful. It's the 1/7 scale China dress version by Alter. She was released in 2014 for 14,000 yen, but I was lucky enough to win her on Yahoo Japan auctions for 7,000 yen. She is so cute, and her dress has this pearlescent shine which makes it look so amazing. But the thing I love the most is definitely her unique pose. Yeah, super beautiful figure from the weirdest anime you've ever seen. No, not really. Now we have this figure of Blackrock Shooter from the anime and game and OVA series of the same name. This is a 1/8 scale figure by Goodsmile Company, and she comes with two faceplates. One with the blue flame eye and one without. I'll definitely be displaying her with the flame because I think that is really stunning and unique. So let's open her up. Here she is in the blister packaging. So here she is. She was kind of hard to assemble due to this cannon being quite hard to put correctly into her hands. I don't know if I actually did it correctly, but I tried my best and it seems fairly stable. And I just tied it up for safety with these chains that came with the figure. She was originally released in 2009 for 9,300 yen, but I won her on Yahoo Japan auctions for 6,000 yen. She is stunning, the sculpt is great, and she didn't actually come with two different faceplates. She came with two different fringes. One fringe with this flame eye and one fringe with a normal eye. So yeah. We are continuing with this beautiful Amiya figure from the mobile game Arcanites. This is one of the few figures I actually bought completely new. So yeah, let's open her up. Here she is in the blister packaging. And here she is. Let's just pop her on the base. She went in really easily. Oh, there's a... So here she is in all of her glory. It's a 1/7 scale figure by Emon Toys or AC Toys, which are Chinese companies. Her eyes are so striking and definitely my favorite part of this figure. I love her character design and they really did her justice. She was released in 2021 and I bought her new on Solaris Japan for 12,000 yen. Next up is this Matsumoto arena figure. It's based on an illustration by an artist named Heaton and it's made by Union Creative. I also bought her pre-owned, so let's open her up. Here she is in the blister packaging. This figure is a bit on the lewd side, which I absolutely love. She's super cute, and the thing is, she smells absolutely amazing. I guess the previous owner used a lot of sweet smelling perfume. She was released in 2020 for 15,000 yen and I bought her on Solaris Japan pre-owned for 14,500 yen. She's not a scale, but size-wise she compares to the 1/6 scale Rei I unboxed earlier. Last but definitely not least, we have this 1/4 scale bunny figure of Rei Ayanami from Gantz. As you can probably see, I've already unboxed her because I just couldn't wait. She was my ultimate Grail figure and she's actually the first figure I bought when I decided to get back into figure collecting. So this is the box. It's huge, absolutely huge. Here she is, my queen, my waifu. She was kind of a pain to assemble, and I actually broke off a part while doing it. And I wanted to cry, but I had some super glue in hand and I fixed it and no one will ever be able to see. So the part that broke off was this. I don't know if it will ever focus. There, this tiny piece on her shotgun. Apart from the gun, she was really easy to put on the base and she seems fairly stable. This is my first quarter scale bunny and I'm in love. She released in 2019 for 22,900 yen. I bought her from a seller on my figure collection for 45,600 yen, which is kind of crazy. Her face is really true to the Gantz art style, which is one of my favorite manga art styles and my favorite manga overall. And everything is sculpted amazingly. Her gun is so detailed. Her hair is so flowy and pretty and the real fabric stockings are perfect. If we turn her around, you have this ass. The absolutely worst part of deciding on how to display this figure is that she looks amazing from all sides. Like, you have the front, you have the side, and then you have the back. Like, how do you choose? How do you choose? So yeah, that's it. That's Rei Ayanami 1/4 scale bunny by Freeing. So now we have unboxed 8 scale figures, 6 prize figures and 2 pop-up parade figures. These are all the figures I'm going to be unboxing in this part 1. The remaining figures behind me that you can see are still in boxes are prize figures that I'm going to be unboxing in part 2. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye!